Everybody, this is Chad Armijo, ChadArmijoCoaching.com. Hope you're enjoying your day so far. I just had a quick bit of inspiration to make this video, and I wanted to do this video on the victim mentality because we're seeing this victim mentality play out in a few different ways right now. As we're navigating this pandemic, we're seeing victims on one side are the people who don't want to wear the mask, right? It's against their health. It's a violation of their health rights, their basic human rights. And then the other side of this is the victim mentality of the people that are so afraid of this pandemic that they are calling everybody out in general and saying, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. Otherwise, you're hurting me, right? And so we're seeing this victim mentality played out. And what I want you to realize is that as long as we keep perpetuating this cycle of victim or us versus them and that victim mentality, we're not going to get anywhere. We're just going to remain stuck in this sort of limbo position. So what we need to understand, and this is what, if you ever read the book Transcending Reality, really incredible book, but the author, and I apologize, I don't have his name just on the top of my head, but he discusses how everything in this world is built on pendulums. And so pendulums are these forces that attract our energy in one manner or the other. So the easiest way to think of this is politics, right? So we have people that are so far on the left liberal side, and we have people that are so far on the right conservative side. Now, what happens is when we get too far on either side, things get a little crazy, right? They get out of control. But if you try to tell one side this or the other side that, they will never see it that way. They'll never see it that way because they've got a singular focus and they're so built in to this pendulum that it would be a kind of a violation of their current mindset to do that. And so until these people are able to open up, able to think critically for themselves, then they're going to keep buying into this pendulum. And so people out there are going to get upset with me saying this because they're not going to understand quite how it works yet. And I didn't understand quite how it works yet until I started reading more and more about how these things play out in real life. And so we see this happen with people who are workaholics, for example. So somebody that buys into the pendulum of being a workaholic, they are unwilling to give up their daily routine of work. Whereas the other side are the people that have not bought into the pendulum of work, and they decide that they want to be free and they want to kind of live their own free existence by way of not working, and hopefully money will come from somewhere. They're on the complete opposite spectrum of this pendulum, right? So again, this is more dualities that we're bringing together. But the pendulum and energy is a huge thing. And so right now with this victim mentality out there, we're seeing that there's a whole group of people that are afraid, and they're creating this whole reality for themselves. And we're seeing this whole other side of people who are upset because of these lockdowns, because they're not able to go to work in a normal schedule, and their children are still home, stuck at homeschooling, and not receiving quite the education that they would receive in the classroom. And so we've got these victim mentalities on each side. So what I propose to you is to let go of this victim mentality, to step back and look from an objective point of view. So when we can take our problems that are always right here in front of our face, and we can step back and see them for what they really are, which is just another set of problems in this world that everybody is going through something similar, right? Everybody is going through their own problems at the time, their own challenges and their own frustrations right now. And so as long as we can understand that we are not a single entity going through a challenge that has never been done before, then we can start to let go of this, the importance of this victim mentality, right? So let go of that victim mentality by letting go of the importance of it all. We want to feel important because, oh, we've been hurt here before, or yes, we've done this before. I've had a friend that got sick and and this happened. I had a parent that got sick and this happened. So this helps us to feel included into this victim mentality. And usually we're surrounding ourselves with others who are kind of perpetuating that same belief, that same mentality of victimhood, right? And so my challenge to you is to let go of this, to step back and to see it for what it is. It's a challenge, of course it is, but you are in the same boat with millions of other people right now, going through a similar challenge. And some people are going through a lot worse challenges. So when we get perspective of our challenges in comparison to others, then our challenges seem to minimize, and it can be less important to us. And we can take away that need for victimhood, that need for that victim mentality, and then we can start to live our lives from a different manner. So the other part of this is to recognize when you're getting sucked into these pendulums. You know, pendulums, for lack of a better example, would be like a cult where somebody is trying to teach you some crazy, weird way to do things. Now, cults and religion and these things, they give people a sense of community, a sense of camaraderie, a sense of social things. But we need to recognize these pendulums that are happening out of it. So when you get sucked into something and it starts taking away your energy, like politics, you know, you got these people that are so angry right now at one party or the other party, and they think that their party is right. In fact, they know their party is right. They know that this is wrong. They know that this is right. When we look at the laws of the universe, what we realize is that there is no right or wrong. And so we can let go of some of these pendulums. We can take away that importance. And when you take yourself out of there, you're kind of like taking a battery out of a toy, right? Say you had 16 batteries in a toy, you're one of those batteries, and you're going to take it out. So that pendulum's not going to work quite the same way, if at all, right? So the more of us that can take our energy out of these pendulums and begin to give it back to the collective, to the whole group of beings on this planet and within the universe, then we can start to do better things for our world and for the universe and worlds around us, right? So let's remain positive through all this. Take away that victim mentality. Yes, we've all been hurt in some manner or the other. Yes, we've all had our struggles. Yes, we're all going through something. And yes, we will get through this. But it's important to take away or diminish any of that excess potential or importance that we put on these things. And once we do that, we can regain control of our lives. So I know that sounded maybe a little esoteric to some. If you are on the same wavelength, you'll probably understand this. If you need more clarification, just ask below. I'm happy to help. This is Chatterme with ChattermeCoaching.com. Pick up my new mindset book on Amazon, Wake Up and Recalibrate by Armijo. I'll have the link below on YouTube and Instagram as well on my bio. So hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.